Let's talk about the ongoing drama on The Breakfast Club and the issues surrounding Jess Hilarious since her return from maternity leave. Now, if you've been paying attention, things have not been smooth sailing since Jess came back. In fact, it seems like Lauren has eclipsed Jess in terms of her performance on the show. It's almost like a sports analogy. Imagine your star quarterback going out for the season with an injury, and your backup, who had previously been underappreciated, steps in and performs so well that they end up leading the team to victory. That's exactly what's happening with Jess Hilarious and Lauren. Jess was once the fan favorite, but now it seems like she's being overshadowed by Lauren's preparedness and professionalism. Let's break this down a bit. Jess Hilarious has been on The Breakfast Club for a while now, but since her return, there have been growing concerns about her engagement with the show. Recently, a situation occurred during a Wendy Williams interview where Jess was noticeably checked out. While everyone else on the team was tuned in, asking questions and engaging with Wendy, Jess was on her phone scrolling through Instagram. Let that sink in for a moment. You have Wendy Williams, a media legend, on the phone, and Jess Hilarious, a person whose job it is to participate and ask questions, is disengaged. This was pointed out by Armon Wiggins on Twitter, who said that it was ridiculous to have Wendy Williams on the line after her psych exam while Jess was on Instagram. That's a major problem when it comes to maintaining the integrity and professionalism of a show like The Breakfast Club. The issue isn't just that Jess was distracted, it's also that she hasn't shown the same level of preparation or dedication to the job that Lauren has. Lauren, who was brought in to fill in for Jess while she was on maternity leave, has been absolutely killing it. She's consistently prepared, knows the topics, and asks the right questions. She's been able to engage with the guests and has shown that she's invested in the stories. Meanwhile, Jess has repeatedly struggled to keep up. This isn't an attack on her character, but it's clear that Jess isn't putting in the same effort. She's shown time and time again that if she isn't personally interested in a subject or person, she'll check out. That's not what you want in a professional setting, especially when you're expected to represent a major media platform like The Breakfast Club. One thing that's evident is that the show isn't just about personality. It's about professionalism and preparation. The audience and the team expect each person on that platform to be in the know and to contribute to meaningful conversations. This isn't a space for personal biases to get in the way. Whether you like the guest or not, your job is to be professional, ask insightful questions, and engage with the topic at hand. Lauren gets that. Jess, unfortunately, seems to struggle with it. It's not about liking the person you're interviewing. It's about doing the job well, no matter the guest. Let's talk a bit more about how this dynamic is affecting Jess's future on the show. If you're constantly checked out and not engaging with the content, it's only a matter of time before you're replaced. Jess's lack of preparation is affecting her standing on the show, and it could lead to her losing this position. In a highly competitive industry like media and entertainment, you have to be at the top of your game. And if you aren't, someone else will come in and do the job better than you. That's what's happening now. Lauren, who is excelling in every aspect, could easily become the permanent replacement if Jess doesn't step it up. One key issue in this whole situation is how the network and the show's producers view Jess's role. It seems like they thought her popularity on social media would translate into success on the show, but that hasn't happened. Jess has a significant following online, but social media fame doesn't always equal success in the traditional media world. In fact, being prepared and engaging with your audience in real time is far more important. Jess may have had a strong online presence, but Lauren has the professional skills and the ability to adapt to the Breakfast Club environment. Jess's lack of interest isn't just affecting her, it's affecting the show's overall vibe. The Breakfast Club is known for its chemistry. The three hosts, DJ Envy, Charlemagne, and whoever the third person is, have to click and be in sync. When one person is checked out, it disrupts the flow of the show. It becomes awkward, and the audience can feel it. Viewers want to see chemistry, but they also want to see their hosts actively engaging in the conversations they're having. It's hard to create that dynamic when one person is absent from the moment. The whole situation feels like a missed opportunity. Jess has so much potential, but she's wasting it by not showing up for the job in the way she needs to. She's been given a platform, a prime opportunity, and she's failing to meet the expectations set for her. Meanwhile, Lauren, who came in as a fill-in, has shown that she can take the reins and run with it. This is a perfect example of how sometimes a break or absence can reveal just how replaceable someone really is. If you're not committed to your role, someone else will step in and show you what's possible when you put in the work. It's unfortunate that Jess Hilarious has fallen into this pattern of disengagement because there was a time when she was one of the most entertaining voices on the show. But as it stands, her lack of preparation and involvement is not only hurting her image, but also damaging her credibility in the industry. As much as the audience wants to root for her, it's hard to ignore the fact that she's simply not pulling her weight. So what does this mean for the future of Jess Hilarious on The Breakfast Club? It's unclear. The reality is that things can't continue as they are. If Jess continues to check out during important interviews and fails to contribute meaningful insights, it might be time for a change. The producers, the fans, and the rest of the team deserve someone who is invested, prepared, and fully engaged in the role. Lauren has already set the standard for what that looks like, and it's up to Jess to step up or step aside. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Jess Hilarious will turn things around, or is it time for a change on The Breakfast Club? Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on all things entertainment and media. Talk to you soon, as the drama continues to unfold on The Breakfast Club. One thing is becoming increasingly clear. There are significant concerns about Jess Hilarious's commitment to her role. While Lauren is stepping up and excelling in her role, Jess's disengagement is only growing more noticeable. When you're on a high-profile platform like The Breakfast Club, the audience expects consistency, engagement, and professionalism from the hosts. Jess's lack of preparation is putting a strain on the overall energy of the show, and that's not something the producers or viewers can ignore for long. It's one thing to be tired or distracted occasionally, but when this becomes a regular pattern, it's a problem. Jess's online persona has earned her a dedicated following, but that's not enough to sustain a career in television. Being prepared, knowing your stuff, and staying present are essential for any job, especially one as high-profile as this. The audience notices when someone is not giving their best, and when they compare Jess's lack of engagement to Lauren's professionalism, it's clear which direction the show may lean toward. Furthermore, the chemistry on The Breakfast Club relies heavily on how well the hosts complement each other. DJ Envy and Charlemagne have been consistent in maintaining the show's dynamic, and Lauren has seamlessly fit into that vibe, while Jess has been visibly checked out. This not only impacts the show's flow, but also its overall appeal. Fans are invested in the chemistry, and when one person isn't contributing to that, it can leave the audience feeling disconnected. So, what happens next? Will Jess Hilarious step up and prove that she can get back to the level of professionalism expected of her, or will Lauren continue to shine, potentially pushing Jess out? Only time will tell, but if Jess doesn't step up her game soon. Breakfast Club may have no choice but to look for someone who can keep up with the pace